Now here in this video we are going to see how to manage the user's password. Managing the user password is just we are going to play around the user password. We are going to restrict the user which kind of password he can set, and also we can create a deadline for the user's password. So let us see how we can do it. So for doing this, first of all we are going to see the passwd command. So till now we have created the user, we have changed the password of the user during the creation of the user itself. Now we can allocate restrictions for the user's password. Now the user which we generally create, we have seen we have set very simple password, 3 characters, 4 characters password. Now if I want to set a long password, if I want or force my user to set a long passwords or to set a minimum characters of the password or provide some restrictions so that it should not keep any particular simple password. So I want to restrict him even to set a complex password. We'll be using the command called as passwd. So passwd will be helping us to create or change the user's password. First of all, if the user want to change the password, he can also use the passwd command. Even though if this command can be used by the standard users or by the root users as well. The password assigned should be complex. These restrictions we can keep. Complex means the user, whenever he is going to set the password, that password should not be completely into text format, or it should not be completely into number format. That should not match the username. So I want the password what the user is going to assign should be at least one character of those particular passwords should be in capital case, one should be in a small case, one special character we should use, and one number we can use, so that the password is a complex, the password is hard to crack. So those kind of complex password I want that my user should set, so I can put the restrictions to them. Along with that, I can also check the Linux directories, and the users, when they are assigning the password, not only it should not match to the username, but also I want those particular passwords should not be the any particular word we have used into the Linux directories, so that it should not provide any particular conflicts, or it should not make any problems into the programs. So we can also restrict them so that they can use those passwords which are not the Linux based password or any particular Linux directories word we have used. Next, do not need to encrypt password manually. So user should not be able to encrypt its own password. So root will assign which kind of encryption is to be done, but user should not be able to encrypt the password. So these are the restrictions which we can assign by using the passwd command. So this passwd command, even we have the restriction for the standard users. The root user can change the password of anyone by giving the command passwd-users. But the user, when he is going to change the command by giving just passwd, what will happen? It will ask him for the existing password. Now what if the user has already forgotten his password? So if he has misdoubted password, if he forgotten the password, he can contact the root user. The root user, we can set his password by just defining the passwd command along with the username of whose password is to be reset. So while resetting the password, the root won't get the prompt for assigning the old password. Directly he will be able to reset the password with the new passwords. And this command can only be run through the super user, that is our root, not by the other users. Then again, for changing the password age, like if suppose I want the user, if he is assigning the password, his password should automatically expire after 31st day. So I want to expire those password after 1 month, so that the password will be resetted. So the user has to manually reset the password after 1 month. So that restrictions we can provide by using minimum password age. So we are just providing a age to my password of or your user password, so that he will be able to get this password or use this password only for 1 month. Post 1 month, he has to reset his password by his own. Next, maximum password age. If he is not resetting the password, till when he will be able to use this password, we can put a particular period that is called as a maximum password age. Lock the account. If I do not want my user to get login, by reason he's on leave or he has already resigned, I want to deactivate the account. So I can directly use lock the account by using the chh command. We can also set the expiry date of the password. Now for example, I have one guest user who is going to sit into my organization only for 1 month. So after 1 month, what will happen? The user won't be able to log in. Automatically the user account will be deleted or expired. Then we have reminder before the password expire. Now if suppose I have set a limit by using the minimum password age or maximum password age, so before 2 or 3 days when my password is going to expire, the user should get prompt that your password is going to expire after 3 days. Your password will be expired after 2 days, so reset your password. So this warning messages will be provided to my user automatically before the number of days of the expiry that we need to define by using the chh command. So chh command generally will be using for assigning age to my user's password. That's the reason the name is chh, that is change age of the user's password. So let us see how we can use passwd command as well as chh command for changing the policies of the user's password into our terminal. So we have already used the passwd command. Now this command I am going to use with my user 1. User 1 is a limited right user, and if he wants to change his password using passwd command, he won't be able to do that. He's showing you passwd, he will be able to do this by using the Unix password, but he requires a current password. Now if he knows the current password, he can easily change it, and while the user is changing the password, he will be asked to keep the password complex password, and that password should not be matching some of the dictionary of your Linux operating system. So for that I can define the new password with a different name. So I am just defining the complex password and it is accepting the same. But what if the user has already forgot his current password? So generally, as we have used the command from the root user, that is passwd user1, which has replaced the password, cannot be done over here. So user can only change its own password. That's the reason it can only use the passwd command, not passwd username. That can be used by the root user. So I'm just have logged in through the root user here. Now if the root user wants to reset the password of your user 1, as user 1 has forgot his current password, so I can directly reset the password. So it will prompt me from the new password. So I am just going to set the password here. Okay, so it's successfully updated. Now again the trainer or the user 1 wants to get login, so you can get login. Again switch user 1 with the new password, he can get login, right? So this is how generally we use the passwd command. Now we also have the command called as password age. So we can also use chh command to change the password or the policies for a particular user. You can see the minimum password age for this user you can set. Now for example, I want this user should be able to use the current password for 31 days. On the 31st day he should be asked for renewing his password, so he should reset a new password and change his password. Unless that, he won't be able to get login. So this is the restrictions I'm going to provide him. This is the maximum password age, like when you want this password of this user should get expired. So I do not want it right now. You can also set the last password change date of this particular user, but it is by default this, so I do not want to change and make changes to it. Same password expiration warning. If the password is going to expire after 31st day, I should get the warning from 5 days before that the user is going to, your password is going to expire after 5 days, 4 days, 3 days, and the last ultimately he has to change his password. Password can get inactive for a number of days. After a number of days we can also make it inactive, but right now I do not want to. Account expire. Now I want to completely expire my account for a number of days. After a particular number of days, I can also define the year. Like for example, I want this user should the user account should get expired after day 18 after this particular month. So I can define age, that is month, and then the date, current date. Today is, can check for the date here, 23rd, right? So 23rd, so it is accepted. We can also check it by using the command chh CHH hyphen L and then the username. So you can check for the policies what we have set for the user 1. So these are the policies we have set. Correct. So this is what the policy we can use by using CHH command. But CHH command will set the policy for a particular user. What if I want to change the policy for all the users? I can move into the file called as vi/etc/default/user add. Move into the file, you have the policies over here for the particular users. What are the group policies? What the group generally we have, right? All the policies generally you have over here. Same way you have multiple policies. That is into user add, sorry, into default itself. You can set the policies into the default and then user add. So whatever the policies you want for the user add, where the home directory should move, when it should get active, when it should get expire, you can also define everything over here itself. So earlier into the earlier Windows operating system as well as your Linux operating system, they contains a file called as default.useradd.default. So this default.conf can also be configured for changing this particular activities or this particular complete configuration. So here if I want my user should get expire, all the users should get expire after 1 year, I'll be able to define it over here. Number of groups I can create is from 100. The home directory is by default /home. Inactive, no, we do not want. Create email, yes. So automatically when the user is created, the mail account will be created into the spool, that is var spool mail. So this is what exactly we have about the user entities, like what the users generally we have, what are the changes we want to make for the users by setting this password ages that we have seen into this particular video. Into the next video we are also going to discuss about like how we are going to manage your different passwords as well as different user accounts and their owners and group entities. So for that, let us move on the next video.